Has anybody ever told you that your laugh is unique?
But you know what? It's $1 million laugh.
It is $1 million laugh.
I am telling you.
How,
I don't know. Everywhere I go.
What's the secret? How did you?
No, but I mean, I'm just like that.
You're just a happy person.
My father was like that. My dad was like that.
I need to figure out the secret. Do you think anybody could have $1 million laugh?
Yes, come with me.
As long as we've started.
Yeah.
So should everybody visit Beau Bassin?
Definitely. Why not? They will learn how to laugh like that.
It's 35 years you were not here, and then you came back.
Yeah,
Was the island different after 35 years?
definitely.
More tourists?
No, but structure. You know, when I left, there was nothing. With the new buildings coming up, the roads, I even got lost. Didn't want to go to town, even in a small place like that. I didn't know where the things were. You know.
Really?
Yes. I didn't know where the hardware was. They had new hardwares, new
stores.
shops, new stores. You see.
Okay.
So I had to wait a while, at least 2-3 weeks for me to
Orient where the
get
stores
my
are.
feelers out. Yeah.
Okay. So, by the way, your name Tirant.
Yeah.
It means to pulling. In
Tirant,
French.
Tirant, yeah, no,
Pulling.
Tirant, yeah,
Tirant.
it needs to pull, yeah.
Tirant. I finally figured it out. Yeah.
That's the reason why you see on the little pâté de foie, little,
Tiré.
yeah, it says on there, Tirant la languette, la. That's where it comes from.
I forget when it hit me. I think it might have been when I was running this morning. I was like, Tirant. Oh, tir.
Yeah, to tire.
Yeah. So Gilbert, and you prefer Gilbert, not Gilbert?
No, but Gilbert is the right way.
Gilbert.
Gilbert in French, yes, that's the
Gilbert
right
Tirant.
pronunciation, yeah.
And another reason that your name came to mind is when I walked that way to the local cemetery, there's several Tirants.
That's my parents, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got a brother, a sister, and my mom and dad laying there. They all together.
Oh, okay. Brother,
It's the
sister.
first one on the...
Yeah, the first one in
Yes,
this direction.
Correct,
Yeah,
yeah.
and immediately in front.
Yeah, right immediately in front,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was hard to miss walking out of that museum souvenir store.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about. If anybody visits this, what do you call this town again? The town that you're in?
It's Belazar, un spool Belazar.
That's right. Bay Lazare.
Lazare.
And so Lazare Bay.
Yeah,
English,
no,
I
it's
guess.
Belazar
Belazar,
because of Lazare Picot. That's the guy that landed on this side of the island, yeah.
Okay.
Because if you go a little bit further up, you will find they've got Lazare, what you call it? It's called Lazare Picot.
Lazare Picot.
Yeah,
I think
the hotel. There's a little hotel up the road there.
Okay. Wow. And is it Picot like peak?
Pic, yeah, Pico, yeah. Most probably it meant something because most probably this when they came through to the ocean, they saw the peak, and that's where.
The Portuguese call peaks Pico.
Correct, it is Portuguese. That Vasco da Gama is the guy that discovered Seychelles.
Da Gama?
Da Gama, yes.
Cisco ways.
A long while.
Okay. So we covered the most. How much it changed in 35 years. What about your advice if I ever show this to my students? Or anybody else, your biggest life or work advice? Because you were in business for 35 years. Now you're in business again.
Yeah,
Different
35
kind of
years. Well, unfortunately, with my circumstances, I had to come back and do that again. Yeah. But the best advice I can give you is, in your future endeavor, the only thing is be honest and loyal, and it will take you anywhere. Don't lie. That's the biggest thing, not to lie. You must just be frank. If something can't be done, you tell them it can't be done. Because in my business, I worked in South Africa. I used to go and sit in the board meeting. And the guys that you used to sit around the table with, and those are the guys that had a big mouth and say, I will do that, don't worry, tomorrow. And those are your problem. Those guys that come and shout the odds, they are the problem. And I always sit the last. And I tell them, I said, why? I said, watch those guys that he's telling you tomorrow. And he's definitely truth. And these are the guys that doesn't come up with the product. And it pushes the whole contract back. Yeah. And then you get they expect you to finish the contract on the right time. Yeah. But It doesn't work like that, because once you've signed a contract,
You have a promise.
you've signed a promise, you're going to deliver on that day.
Yeah.
But the first person that breaks the contract, the whole contract is broken.
Yeah.
Because I won't deliver because he hasn't delivered.
Yeah.
So, what's the point? They make you sign surety and all that stuff, but doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because the guy is 1 day late, the contract is broken. Nil and void.
Yeah.
Nil and void.
Yeah. So be honest. Tell the
Be
truth.
honest, be honest
Yeah.
and
Don't
work
overthink it.
hard.
Yeah.
Don't be jealous of other people. You work for yourself. And don't just focus on yourself. Don't focus on other people. Don't think because other people has got this. You look, sometimes you also, I'd like to have that. But don't get jealous of the skin. Just keep your mind straight and aim for it. Have a goal and you will get your goal.
Wow, powerful. So, and this is delivered by a Seychellois. If anybody's wondering, you are a Seychellois.
Seychellois, born in Seychelles, 1962, 60-year-old now.
And how many generations?
Well, I'm
Parents came here or grandparents?
yes, my mother is part Austrian
Oh,
and my dad is Seychellois.
Seychellois.
Seychellois, yes.
and there's one more thing I got to ask, because they're fishing hooks, and you're scraping the rust off with
Yes.
with this knife.
Yes, these are the old, it's been rusted in the sea.
Yeah.
As you guys know, the fish is very, very delicate. They like all new stuff like us. So you can't give them rusted stuff because they want bite. So, and also with a shiny around it, it
Flashes in the
attracts
water.
them. It attracts them more to come.
What works best as bait? Other pieces of fish?
Well, at the moment we have different. The fish is starting to get clever now because they're looking for live bait, and you can't actually keep live bait for a long time if you're gonna go for a whole day. And if you have got a big boat that's got all the equipment inside, it's okay. But me being in a small boat that I don't have space to keep these fish alive, I will use lures. Lures is, I'm sure you know what lures is. I've got here, let me show you. There's lures here. These things which you put,
The biggest thing I was wondering is,
you see,
Yeah.
these are the lures.
Uh-huh.
You take it and you feed it through like this
Yeah.
in a line,
Yeah.
and you tie your line there.
and that works.
And then, but the lures must move all the time. So when you pull, it stops.
Yeah.
And then you pull, it stops. It becomes like a squid. You know, the squid goes like this.
Shoots. Okay.
Yeah, it shoots. So you know it goes.
Yeah.
But when you do this, you're shooting, and then by the time you go and take the other hand, and you do this, he's already
So,
eat it.
so the last question I'll ask is, what's the wisdom you have for life from fishing? Because you talked about how you can get away from all the stress
Fishing
Get out.
is yes.
any time of the day or night, and you can fish. Is there any life wisdom that you learned from fishing? Don't get too greedy.
No, you must look. It's a business, but I see the locals start to understand each other because sometimes the fish are scarce.
Yeah.
And you always going to look for fish. But there's some fishermen that's not interested. They just wait to, when you get, they're going to go and fish.
They wait to see.
They wait to see and then they go and fish. So obviously when I catch my fish the first time, they're not going to see it. I'm going to hide it away from them.
Wow.
Because if I show them, tomorrow morning they'll be fishing there on the spot before me.
So this is in business. This is the problem of first mover advantage. That it's
Exactly.
actually a disadvantage. If you
Yes.
you sacrifice, you invest all this to discover
It's
where
like
the fish
an
are,
investment, yeah.
and then they capitalize.
And then they
on it.
capitalize on it. So
Yeah.
we get wise and we don't show them. Look, they're gonna find out. But if you can get it 2-3 catches before they find you out, you well away with your. It's enough. They can come now. You see, because you've already made a big step in front of them.
Okay. Wow. There's a few analogies to other
Yeah,
things in life.
plenty.
So this is great. I think this is the perfect length. It's just under 10 minutes. Gilbert Tirant, native born here in Seychelles on Mahé Island.
Yes, on Mahé.
Seychellois. So wisdom from a Seychellois.
Yeah.
And is there any meaning to this shirt, by the way? It says
No,
timeless future thinker,
these,
zero limits, never
I will
look
explain
back.
to you. I went back to South Africa on holiday.
Yeah.
And obviously, living in Seychelles, you don't need name brands clothes.
Yeah.
So these are the cheapest because I'm always in the banana trees, cutting banana leaves, and in the beach and in the bush.
Yeah.
So I can't go and buy expensive clothes to go and
work.
put. Yeah.
So these are basically thrift store.
That is, yeah. This is a home shirt.
Home shirt.
Home shirt,
Got it.
yes.
Okay,
If I do go out, then I'll wear my name brand, but not now.
Okay. I thought there was a meaning to all
No,
this timeless
no,
future thinker, zero limits.
Yeah.
2017 something. I don't know what the numbers mean. Anyways, so good. It's a good message. Anyways.
Yeah.
No limits. All right. So from Seychelles, we're signing off at exactly 11 minutes.
Okay, guys. Cheers.
See you.
And I wish you all the best in the future.
Thank you, Gilbert.
My pleasure.
Merci beaucoup.
My pleasure. Pleasure.
The $1 million laugh.
That's it. If you work hard like this, you'll get that laugh. And I promise you, you stay right there in your country in America.
This whole story.
Yes, I've always been told that if I had to go to places like America, that would have been my life. Comedian and doing this sort of things.
I don't know, but definitely the laugh is the reason I turned this on. It's just to get the laugh, because nobody would believe me if I told you the host of the place I was staying has this laugh.
But
they wouldn't believe me.
But everybody that comes here, well, most of the people, they like to tape me and then they make me listen, and I can't believe myself that I do laugh like this.
Well,
I don't believe, and then I sit down and I say, is that me? It is me.
It's a good laugh.
It's a good laugh.
It's a good laugh,
Yeah.
and I hope it's contagious.
I know. Well, let's hope so for you.
J'espère.
Yeah.
J'espère que c'est le futur pour
Yeah,
moi,
mais oui.
pour rigoler comme ça.
Mais aussi, ça attire le stress. Hein? It's a stress relief.
Rigoler, that's giggle.
Yeah.
What is to laugh?
To laugh is
En français.
rire.
Rire.
Là, tu ris et il tire le stress.
Oui.
Et tu gardes rien à l'intérieur, il faut tirer tout dehors. Parce que pourquoi tu vas un gros problème dans la vie? Mentis pas, juste tire tout, quand même avec ta femme.
Do you want to translate that?
What I said is, you must never keep problems inside you.
Yeah.
You must always let it all out. So otherwise, it's gonna affect your life in the future. But the way I laugh, I think it believes it's a stress relief for me. And being in the sea, I only see the sky and the sea and myself. That's good for me. And at my old age, I think I'll live a little bit longer. Maybe I see you soon. You never know.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. There we go.
I'm trying.
Good.
Okay. Good. Au revoir.
Au revoir.